Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello, everybody. I hope that I'm live right now. Please do let me know if you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, guys. Hello, everybody. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. No issues, all fine. That's great. Okay. So, how was your day, guys? Do let me know. How was your day? Please do let me know, guys. Where is Susie? Susie has went out for her walk. Okay. How about you, Deepak? Thank you so much for asking. It was definitely nice. So I went out with some of my friends today. So yeah, it was also great. So please be loud. Is my voice audible to everybody, or it's like everybody's not able to listen to me properly? Is my voice audible to everybody, or like the voice is good? Yes, it's audible. Okay, that's great. Okay, it's audible. It's audible. Okay, that's amazing, guys. That's amazing. Okay, so I've been planning for something. I wanted to know your opinion about it. So from September onwards, like there's a lot that we are currently planning for. I wanted to understand whether like what are like your suggestions. What do you want to see from our like YouTube channel? For example, we are planning 2 to 3 different things. First of all, the boot camps will continue on, but instead of having 2 boot camps a week, I think so it's huge for you guys as well. So we are dialing it down to 1 boot camp every single week. Like it will be continuous, but there will be just 1 boot camp every week. Along with that, we are planning for college-wise boot camps. So instead of having it just like national boot camps, every single instructor will be going to different colleges and conducting live boot camps for a particular college itself separately on Zoom and Meet, where you will be able to interact with the mentor a lot more better than just the live chat. So that is the second thing. The third thing that we are planning for is having some podcasts with amazing guests from different colleges, maybe like people from Google, people from Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, Oracle, Zomato, every single person that we know of. Along with that, there will be software engineers, product managers, there will be people from MDs of different colleges, different companies. Okay, so we are planning to bring them off, founders of different startups. Okay, so that you guys are able to interact with them, as well as if you guys have any questions or how they look into the hiring and perspective and everything. So I think so that will be amazing for you guys as well. The fourth thing that we are planning for right now is college subjects that are there. For example, you are having your COA, you are having your OS, DBMS, computer networking, all these different college subjects that are there. So I understand that even when I was in college, I never paid enough attention in the class itself. I usually would sit in the back with my friends. Either I will be sleeping the entire time, working on some projects. Just I would not be listening to the class that the professor is taking up. Then when the examinations come up, it's very difficult to revise or even study at any point of time. So we are thinking about like having video lectures on YouTube where you will be able to go through the entire syllabus in just 1 or 2 nights. Okay, so that you don't have to waste any time as well. 2 days will be more than sufficient to prepare for any type of college examinations that you are having. So that too we are planning right now. We have already posted videos for Java. So Yogita Soni as well as Dark Gamer has asked for Java course. So like I said, we already have done it for C++ as well as for Java. You can check it out on our channel. I don't know like do you guys check these videos out or not, because it becomes very difficult for us to understand the same. Right over here, as you're able to see, this is for Java. We have created a playlist for the same as well. There is this Java core concepts videos that you will be able to see from right over here. Along with that, we are having your C++ core concepts video as well. Everything related to Java and C++ from the utmost scratch, we have done it right over here. And we are thinking of putting on more like programming languages from utmost scratch, whether it be C Sharp, C, Python, JavaScript, Go, and other languages as well, Swift. So any language, Kotlin, that is important for any kind of development purposes or for data structures and algorithms and computer programming. We are thinking of putting it up on our channel from September onwards. So these are the things that we are currently working off for. But I need to get like a response from your side as well, because it becomes very difficult for us to basically like do all these different stuff. I want to make sure that you guys are also like just leaning towards this, like, okay, this is something that we want to see. Anything else that you guys want to see from our end, that you guys are thinking that, okay, if this was there, this is something that I require right now, and this is something that you are expecting from DevTown to deliver on as well. So can you guys do let me know any kind of suggestions, any kind of feedback that you guys are having? Also, along with that, we are pushing forward to like from the next month we will be focusing heavily on creating a student community. Right now it's pretty weak. I'm able to understand that we just have some Instagram, something on LinkedIn, something on your Discord channels, scattered WhatsApp groups, Telegram channel, but nothing is to manage. Like there's no community that is like involved right over there. So we want to make sure that next month we are able to push forward to this community mindset that we want to you guys to be involved in. So if you guys are really interested in that, we will definitely try to deliver upon that as well. My aim for the next year, if you guys will be able to agree or not upon this, I have no idea, but my aim for the next year is that what I was able to see up till this point of time, that students are like, don't take it personally. Okay, not everybody is the same, I'm able to understand that, but generalizing it would be pretty simple for me. So students aren't that bright that I was able to get. Like what happens is most of the students are from like not so good college, and when a college is not that great, the seniors are also kind of shitty. They are hell-bent on telling students that, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do deep learning, you need to do machine learning, and none of it actually matters from the perspective of companies. When they are coming for placements, they don't care about it. And you guys spend almost 4 years of your life not learning anything. And I don't want that for you guys to happen. I want to make sure that everybody across India is at least like he or she knows that if somebody is coming to them and asking them that, okay, do you want to do this, they have a sense of how can I say, knowledge that, okay, this is what we need to do. Okay, the need and the want, that is what I've able to figure it out. It's pretty like there's a huge gap between them. That is the reason why we started out with these boot camps as well. Most of the projects that we are doing in this boot camp are actually projects that you can submit off as your 4th year final project as well in your colleges. So you can like directly take up the project, submit it right over there. You have the like certificates and everything that we are giving it to you guys. Along with that, we are going to start off heavily with the campus ambassador program. So there, most of you guys are looking forward for internships, so you will be able to get the internship certificates and everything according to your preferences, as a part of the campus ambassador program that we are going to start from the next month. So I want to make sure that you guys are like, whatever you guys are doing, you are focusing much more upon gaining knowledge rather than focusing upon certificates or something like that, because there's no other certificate that would be greater than a certificate via Google or a certificate via Microsoft. So there's nothing next to it. Okay, you cannot get anything better than that at the end of the day. So you guys will be able to shift your current mindset. I want to make sure that you guys are able to shift your mindset from running behind certificates to running behind knowledge. That is what I want to inculcate within you guys. And I have taken up a mission that for the next year, I will be working on this personally from September 2022 to September 2023. And I want to make sure that every single student who is there in college, because next year you guys will be the seniors, you will be the people who will be guiding your juniors. And I want to make sure that you are able to provide the right guidance to your juniors as well. That is what I want to work for the next year. I hope that you guys, I will be able to get a lot of support from you guys and to be able to do this. Okay. So when we'll start the bootcamp of C++ and data structures algorithms, Deepak Saini, we recently like finished up with a bootcamp on data structures, algorithms, and C++, but we'll definitely take that into consideration. We will plan for a bootcamp on C++ and data structures, as well as for data structures and Java once again. Okay, do not worry about it. That's great, Sai Vardhan. Just make sure that you are able to do it. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so can you guys let me know what have we covered up in our yesterday's class, guys? Can you guys let me know what have we covered in our yesterday's class, guys? Let me open up the live chat in my tablet so that I'm able to see you guys as well. Okay, so we were at strings. Okay, great, amazing, guys. Networking also, please, Ishita, like I said, from September onwards, like mid-September, we will be starting to post for computer networks, DBMS, OS, every single subject that you have in your college. Don't worry about it. We have already took we have got great instructors to prepare the classes for and everything. I hope that you guys will be able to enjoy the learning process as well. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. Let me just open up the collab notebook. Give me a second, guys. I will just switch off this. I know the classes are going pretty slow. I also didn't expected the classes to be so slow right now, but no issues in that. We have a lot of time. That this is the reason why for this particular boot camp, I'm thinking about extending the classes to 8 to 9 days, so that everything we are able to do it properly, as well as you guys are able to enjoy the classes as well. I want to make sure that you guys feel as if I'm giving efforts on my end to hear what you guys want to say. Okay. Okay, so let's get started right over here, guys. We yesterday looked at that if you wanted to concatenate integer to a string, it won't work. So we have to convert the integer to a string, and then we can concatenate two strings together. But this was a pretty huge like piece of code that you were writing right over here, as I've from the yesterday's code that you were able to see, for just printing out a simple sentence. Okay, if I'm printing this out right over here, run anyway, it's allocating the resources, will connect us in a minute or two. So let's wait for that to happen. Okay. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, just to print out a simple sentence, I scored 15 in coding during my first semester. You had to write such a long and messy code. Okay, so here, as you're able to see, this is a very long code that you have to write, and it's pretty messy as well. So instead of doing it like this, using concatenation as your tool to be able to, and you'd have to figure out that, okay, I need to make a space right over here so that the next particular word doesn't get merged with the word that I want to place it next to, and so on and so forth. For example, right over here, I need to provide spaces on both the ends. So all these different things you have to take a lot of care about right over there. So I want to eliminate all these things, and Python provides an amazing way to be able to do that. So let us take the exact same variables right over here. Marks is 15, subject is coding, and semester is first. And let us take the exact same sentence as well. I scored 15 in coding during my first semester. So there's a method in Python called as format. Okay, you can use this method to do the exact same thing. Let's say that the result this time, okay, the result that we want to paste this time, the string that you want to create. So I scored 15, so I don't know, so I will place a blank. Okay, just think about format as a method as fill in the blanks. You must have used fill in the blanks when you were in school or in your college as well. Then you must have seen fill in the blanks questions. Okay, just try to create that question. I scored dash in dash. So this is also something that we want to take an answer to. I scored dash in dash during my dash semester. Okay, during my dash semester. So I've created the question right over here. Okay, I scored dash in dash during my dash semester. Okay, as you're able to see, we have created our question right over here. Now we need to provide it the answer, and to provide it the answer, we are going to use the dot format method. So just have to place a dot after the string. Okay, and then we have to use a format method, format, format method. So it is, you just have to write format and then parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis you provide the solution. Okay, what is the solution, guys? Marks comma subject comma semester. These are the three variables that we had created. That is, marks is 15, subject is coding, and semester is first. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Kanchan Arya, I think that if the quality is poor, like Stray Coco has asked. Okay, Stray Coco is back again with us. He was also in the previous bootcamp, he or she. Or you don't mind, I don't know your gender. Okay, but yeah, it's great to see you back again, man. Or woman, whoever you are. So right over here, as you are able to see, we have got our question that we have created, and using the dot format method, we have provided our answers as well. As you're able to see, we haven't changed marks. Okay, like previously we had to change marks into string. Okay, marks is an integer right over here. We had to change it to strings, but here we are just providing it directly. We don't have to do any kind of changes to it. Now what will happen is that for each of these blanks, okay, each of these blanks will be replaced by the value that is contained within these variables. So marks will be replacing the first blank, subject will be replacing the second blank, and semester will be replacing the third blank. If I am printing my result out, okay, if I'm going to the next line of code and print result result right over here, and I'm running this particular line of code, you will be I think so in the middle my OBS got disconnected. I don't know why. Pardon me for the same. I will just repeat myself. Okay, as you're able to see right over here, we are getting the exact same result that we were able to get using concatenation. Okay, where we are able to get the exact same result that we got using the concatenation property itself. So we didn't have to change anything. We didn't have to change the marks into a string. We didn't have to change the subject into something else or not. Okay, and it worked absolutely fine. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Nidhi, the project will be on the 8th day. Okay, the project will be on the 8th day itself. Okay, do not worry about it. Okay, on the 8th or the 9th day, depending upon how long it takes us to complete Python, then NumPy, then Pandas, we'll have the project as well. Okay, do not worry about it. I'm thinking of providing like an extra step to you guys if you guys want. Like for the project itself, we can have like a huge, like a proper video where you guys will be getting an introduction to machine learning, like complete introduction to machine learning along with the project. If you guys want that, we can do something like that as well. But that will totally be your like choice at the end of the day. Are you guys able to understand what we did right over there? Yeah, of course. See, variables are something that just contain the value. You could change the string to a variable. You can change the variables to their values as well. You can do any kind of permutation combination. Always remember, value can be replaced by a string, by a variable, and a variable can be replaced by a value as well anywhere. Okay, it's your choice. Like just like nowadays, like there's like the hype of this is my choice, so that is your choice. Okay, this is something that you have a control of. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So let us look at some more examples right over here. For example, this is the first example, that is Muhammad has dash balloons. I can directly provide a value right over here, 27. So 27 will be replacing the dash, and as the answer goes, we will be able to get Muhammad has 27 balloons. Similar to that, does your dash dash dot format animal action. Okay, animal is dog, action is bite. So does your dog bite? We are able to get does your dog bite right over here. Similar to that, you can replace the string by a variable as well. So Maria string, that is Maria loves dash and dash. So Maria loves math and statistics. So you are able to get that sentence right over here. As simple as that. There's nothing too difficult about it. It's just think about it as fill in the blanks. You're creating the question and then you're providing the answers using the format method. Okay, so this type conversion and everything that you were doing previously, you don't have to worry about it. Format does that for you. Okay, format does that for you guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so the next particular thing that we are going to start off is data structures. Some of the important data structures that we are going to use, like further on, we need to understand it. Okay, whether it comes to lists, tuples, as well as dictionaries. So these will be the three data structures that we will be talking about when it comes to Python. Okay, now what are data structures? Data structures, think about data structures as a bucket. You are having different data types that are there. There is, let's say, there is strings. Think about it as a sphere. There is integers. Think about it as cubes. There is floats. Think about it as pyramids. There is boolean. Think about it as cylinders. So all these structures are there, that the data types are there. You need a particular bucket to carry them around. Think about it as a bucket. Data structures as a bucket itself. You place all these spheres and all these different shapes inside of it multiple times so that you are able to easily carry them from one place to other. That is the role of data structures. Data structures are containers that organize and group data type together in different ways. Okay, that is the official definition of data structures. I gave you an informal definition so that you are easily able to relate to it. Okay, so a list is one of the most common and the basic data structures in Python. Okay, it is a mutable ordered sequence of elements. Now what do you mean by mutable ordered? We'll be looking at that once we have played around a bit with lists. Okay, so please be patient about it, but please remember, okay, please just remember this in your mind, that lists are mutable and ordered, because when I will be coming back to it, I will be asking you this particular question. Okay, so please remember that lists are mutable and ordered. Okay, so the code below defines a variable students which contains a list of strings. Each element in the list is a string that signifies the name of a student. The date. So let's see, we have to create a list in Python is extremely simple. You just make the name of that particular list. The name of this particular list is students. Okay, this is the name of the list that we are creating. To initialize a list, you put up two rectangular brackets on both the ends, and all the elements that you want that list to contain, you place it within it using separated by commas. You can even ignore commas if you want, but it might lead to some errors later on. So it's always the best practice to put up commas after every single element. So Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, these are all the different elements that exist in our list called as students. Okay, so let's run this particular line so that we are able to create the list itself. Okay, now let's try to understand what does ordered mean. Okay, lists are ordered, that is, we can look up individual elements by their their indexes. So let's try to first understand what indexes are. Let's go back to our drawing board. Okay, so whenever you are visiting any kind of, like, let's say that you are visiting a society, okay, a society of houses, so you must have seen that you are having these houses right over here. So this is your road, okay, this is the road that you are having for your houses, and you are having different houses placed on top of, like, on the side of this particular road, and each of these houses will have a number. So to identify this house, for example, the first house has the number 0, the second house has the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these numbers basically identify these houses. Okay, so maybe in the house 1 Shaurya Sinha is living, so you will be identifying his house by, okay, so the house with the number 1, that is where Shaurya basically lives. So that is also how it works on with lists as well. So for example, the list that we saw right now: Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, and Banner. Okay, I'm not wrong, this was the list that we have created. That's absolutely clever. So you are having this particular list right over here. Each of these list items have their very own indexes as well, their very own addresses as well. Okay, do not confuse, like, the word address and index means totally different things in computer science. Okay, do not confuse between them. Think about it as indexes itself. Okay, right now, like, addresses for real world address that is there, and index, that is your numbers that you are able to put right over there. So the numbers that you are able to put, the indexes for all these elements: for Sam it will be 0, for Pam it will be 1, for Rocky it will be 2, for Austin it will be 3, for Steve it will be 4, for Banner it will be 5. These are the indexes that you are able to give to all these different elements. Now when you're creating a particular list, okay, you make the rectangles, you write all the elements down, and the exact same like whatever order that you maintain. So if you're putting Sam first and then Pam, then Sam will be at the index 0 and Pam will be at the index 1. Okay, it's not haphazard. However you are creating the list, the exact same way it is getting saved as well, the exact same way it is getting indexed as well. So there's an order right over there. Okay, it's not that you are writing this right over here to create a particular list, but like Banner is first and then Steve is there, then Pam is there, then Sam is there, then Rocky is there. Like, it's not like that. That would be an unordered particular type of data type. But lists are ordered. When lists are ordered, so this is how their indexes will also be there. So Sam will be at 0, Pam will be at 1, Rocky would be at 2, and so on and so forth. Again guys, Python is a 0th index language. Okay, most of the languages that you will be dealing with, C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Python, Go, all these languages are 0th indexed language. That is, they start counting from 0. Their indexes start from 0 itself. So the first position, that is Sam, will have an index of 0. Are you guys able to understand these indexes? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand ordered and indexes? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand ordered and indexes? Please do let me know. Great guys, amazing, amazing. Now you can even use these indexes to get access to the values as well. For example, this particular list that we made is called as students, students. Please remember that here S is there, that is, it's plural. Okay, it's not compulsory, but I'm just reminding you guys that, okay, the spelling that I'm writing is having an S. It's not compulsory. You can name it as anything. You can name it as like triple X as well, or like triple H, or like 1 2 3 4 5. Of course, you cannot start with 1 because that is a variable name. So you would have to start with like A 1 2 3 4 5 or something like that. So you can do anything right over there. Okay. So students, so to get access to, let's say, Rocky, you want to get access to Rocky, you can definitely write students, students. That is the name of the list. And then inside of rectangular parenthesis, the index of the element that you want to access. So if I want to access Rocky, I'll put the index as 2. This particular piece of code points to the element present at the index 2, that is Rocky. So the value saved inside of students 2 will be Rocky right over there. So you can use these indexes to get values as well from the list. Okay, so the values that you are having right over here, 0 1 2, so the indexes that you are having right over here, 0 1 2 3 4 5, you have negative indexes as well. Now if this is again just to make sure that you guys are on the same page, I've seen some students asking this particular question. 0 does not has any kind of positive or negative value, it's just 0. Okay, so the next negative value is basically -1. So if this is 0 and this is where the positive numbers are going, we need to go in the reverse direction. So this is -1. Okay, this is -2, this is -3, this is -4, -5 and -6. So I can get Rocky by using both students 2 as well as students students -4 as well. Both of them points to the exact same value, that is Rocky. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So there is the positive indexes and the negative indexes. There's nothing as -7 because there is no element as -7. So there's nothing as -7. There's nothing as +6 or greater than that because there is no element after that. Okay, so it is -7 and +6. They do not exist. Okay, it's from 0 to 5 and -1 to -6, guys. Okay, please remember this, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great, amazing. So let's move on from right over there. Okay, so as you're able to see, we can get access to the first, second and third elements by using 0, 1 and 2 right over here. So if you are running this particular code, you are able to get Sam, Pam and Rocky right over here. Similar to that, if you are moving on to -1, -2 and -3 right over here, these are the last, second last and the third last elements. So if you are running this, you are able to get Banner, Steven, Austin printing out on your screen. Okay, as I said, there is nothing called as after +6, there is nothing there. Okay, so if you're trying to access something that is not there, that is the index does not exist, you will get an index error. Okay, you will get an index error saying that list index out of range, that is this particular index 20 does not exist within our range, that is the list that we have created. Okay, so that is what I wanted you guys to understand. Okay, the next thing that we want to understand is a particular type of notations. Okay, like slicing, that we need to understand. Right over here, we are having one list that I've created. So Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, Henry, Clark, and Diana. This is a particular list that I've created of 11 elements. Okay, it's a list of 11 elements right over here, as you're able to see. And the name of this particular list is students. Okay, I need to reload the page itself. And as you're able to see, the name of this particular list that we have created right over here is your students. Okay, it's plural. I've also created a string right over here that is your Barry. Okay, we have created a string called a student, that is singular, and we have named it as Barry itself. Okay, so right now let's try to understand what slicing basically means. Okay, so in your daily life, if you are ever get a loaf of bread at any, let's take up a cake. Okay, let's take up a cake. You are having a cake like this. Let's say let me just draw a very bad quality cake right over here. This is a chocolate cake that I'm drawing, like just like a loaf of bread that is there. Okay, so this is your cake that you have right now with us right over here, and inside this cake there is a chocolate. There's a piece of chocolate that is right over here. Now you love chocolates. Okay, you love chocolates at any point of time. Okay, so you want to get this particular piece of chocolate. You don't want the entire cake, you just want a slice that includes this particular chocolate itself. So what would you do? You would take a knife. Okay, you would take a knife. Let's say that this is your knife right over here. Let's make a handle. This is a knife, and you will make two cuts. Okay, the first cut would be something like this, and the second cut will be made something like this, so that you are able to get just the piece of cake that has the chocolate inside of it, and you will just eat that up. The same thing goes on with a list as well. A list can have multiple elements that are there. Maybe you just want some particular set of elements from the list itself, a particular piece of the list itself. You don't want to use the entire list. Okay, you don't want to use the entire list. You just want like the 5 names that occur together to be used by you at a later point of time. So for that you have these slicing operations. So let us look at this. Okay, let's have a particular list right over here. Right now, for the sake of simplicity, I'm using ABCD because I don't want to write a lot. So we are having A excuse me, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Okay, so we are having this particular list that is there, and we are having the indexes as well. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the indexes for that as well. Now I just want to get this particular list. Okay, I want to get this particular list from right over here to right over here. Okay, so for that, if I want this particular piece of cake, I would have to place 2 cuts. Okay, I would have to place 2 slices. The first slice I have to make right over here, and the second slice that I want to make should be present right over here itself. Okay, so advanced Python will be covered in this bootcamp or not? Is this your first class? Akshash, AKARSH, Akrash. Is this your first class? Please do let me know. If it's your first class, then like dude, like I've already shared the notes with you guys. You can go through the notes. You will be able to understand everything that is going to be covered in the bootcamp itself. Okay, so just go through the notes. We have already provided it in the past classes as well, in the day 1, day 2 and day 3 classes. You can go through those classes and you will be able to see the notes that I've created, so you will be able to understand everything that we are going to cover. I've provided the notes for Python, for NumPy and for pandas as well, so you can go through the notes and you will be able to understand what are the different things that we are going to cover in this particular bootcamp. Okay, so you have to make 2 cuts. Okay, the first cut, the first slice is right over here, and the second slice is present, that is right over here itself. Okay, so if this particular slice, okay, if this particular slice, I'm denoting the position of this slice by the next number. If I'm saying that okay, this slice has been made at index 5, then this looks like a 6. If this particular slice has been made at index 5, can you guys let me know what will be the index for this particular cut? What will be the index for this particular cut, guys? If this slice is present, if I want to cut right over here in the list, so I'm saying that okay, this slice has been made at index 5, what will be the number? Okay, what will be the number, what will be the index that I will have to mention right over here, that this is where I want to place my next slice, guys? Can you guys let me know? Mansa, you need to improve your logical thinking. Okay, that's great, guys. So like I said, if that slice is present at number 5, then this slice will be present at number 9. Okay, or the index 9 right over here. Okay, so it's very easy to understand as well, and that is what we want to specify. If I want to get, so let's say that we are naming this particular list as alpha. Okay, we are naming this entire list as alpha right over here. So if I want to get this particular range of numbers, if I want to get this particular part of the list itself, I can just write right over here alpha index where you want to start the list. Okay, where you want to get the list from. So start, okay, index that you want to start, and then after a colon, up till where? Up till where? This is not included. Okay, this is not included right over here. Okay, so colon and then up till where you want to go. Now this second one, up till where you want to go, that is an index that will not be included into your new list. Where you want to start, that is included. So 5 is included in our list, and 9, that is not included. That is up till where you want to go. You don't want to include it, up till where you want to go. So I will have to suggest right over here alpha and then inside of parenthesis, where do you want to start? I want to start from 5. And where do you want to go? I want to go up till 9. Okay, I want to go up till 9. 9 won't be included, but I want to go up till 9 itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Of course, both these numbers, both these indexes can be replaced by their respective negative indexes as well. Whatever is their negative index, it can be replaced by that as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. If you have understood this, then let's take up this particular question. If I want to get, let's say that I want to get Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce from this particular list. Okay, I want to get Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce from this particular list. What will be my answer, guys? What will be my answer, guys, if I want to get Steve, Banner, Tony and Bruce as a separate list, and this particular list is called as students? So what will be the answer, guys? Only the highlighted portion I want to get it. Siddha, Dhupal, please do not copy. Okay, try to apply your brains. Kamlesh Jha, again, you also do not copy, apply your brains. Okay. Abdul Wajid, my suggestion to you would be go with C++ or Java. Don't go with Python. Think about it, guys. Please think about it from the perspective of indexes. I'm able to see a lot of 5s. Okay, 5 is absolutely wrong. Okay, so the correct answer for this, okay, let's try to understand that. Where do we want to start from? We want to start from Steve. Sam is 0. So Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve. Steve has the index of 4. Okay, Steve has the index of 4. So we want to start at the index 4 itself. Okay, so the first particular number would be 4. After colon, what would be the next number, guys? So we are having Steve at 4, Banner, Tony, Bruce, and we want to go up till Henry. Henry is 8. We don't want to include Henry. We want to go up till Henry. So that will be 4:8. That will be the answer, guys. 4:8 will be the answer. You want to go up till Henry. You don't want to include Henry, but you want to include Bruce. So 7 cannot be the answer, guys. 7 cannot be the answer because you want to include Bruce into the list. The same example that we saw right now, this is the exact same thing. Apply your brains, apply logic. Okay, basic logic. That is why I'm dumbing it down for you guys. Okay, I would have just said that this is the number that you want to start, this is the number that you want to not include and stop. And still I went through the pain of telling you an example so that you guys are able to relate. If you are not able to relate and move further and be able to implement it, there's something very wrong with you. Okay, you have to make sure that you are able to get some idea from somewhere and able to implement it somewhere else. Okay, that is the beauty with programming. Okay, so the answer will be 4:8. 8. Okay, 4:8. That will be the answer, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Great. Now that you have understood this, the exact same thing goes on with a string as well. For example, you are having a string called as Barry. Okay, you are having a string called as Barry, Barry. So Barry also has its own indexing. B is present at the index 0, A is present at the index 1, R is present at the index 2, the second R is present at the index 3, and Y is present at the index 4. So Barry also has indexing. The name of this particular string is student, student. Okay, and you can do slicing on your strings as well. For example, I want to get this AR. I want to get this AR right over here. The first slice I will have to put it right over here. The second slice I will have to put it right over here. This slice refers to this particular index. This slice refers to this particular index. So your slicing would be student, student, and then the index that you want to include, that is 1, and the index that you want to exclude, that is 3. Okay, so this will get you AR as your answer. This will get you AR as your answer right over here. So that is the exact same concept that you learned in strings. You are able to carry that concept up to strings as well. So whatever you learned at lists, you're able to carry that particular thing to your strings as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So that is what I was trying to make you guys understand. Right over here we have 4 to 7, so that will give us Steve, Banner, and Tony, and we are having 1 to 3, that is AR. That is what we should be able to get. Let's run this. Let's see what happens, and we are able to get Steve, Banner, and Tony, and AR just like predicted. Okay, now what if you want to start somewhere and go up till the very end of the list? You want to get let's say Henry, Clark, and Diana. Let's say that you want to get at Henry, Clark, and Diana. We know that Henry starts at the index 8. We know that Henry starts at the index 8, but we know that we want to go up till the end of the list itself. Okay, Diana is the last element. We want to include that as well. For that, you can just like ignore the next number. So you want to start at 7 and you want to go up till the end of the list itself. Okay, you don't have to specify any number right over there. Okay, you want to start at 7 and you want to go up till the end of the list. The answer would be totally different. You will be having Bruce, Henry, Clark, and Diana as your answer because you are starting at 7 itself. Okay, similar to that in strings as well. If you want to start at 1, okay, that is your A. Okay, ARRY. Okay, that will start at 1 and go up till the very end of the list. Of the string itself. So you will be having ARRY as your answer, as you are able to see from right over here. Bruce, Henry, Clark, and Diana. That is your answer, starting from 7 to the end of the list. Similar to that, you want to start at ARRY, that is starting at index 1 and going up till the end of the string as well. The same thing, you can ignore the first number if you want to start from the beginning of the list itself. If you want to start from the beginning of the list, you can just ignore the first number and just specify where do you want to stop. Okay, that is up till where you want to go. Okay, so if you are running this particular line of code, you will be able to see that you are getting Sam, Pam, Rocky, and Austin as your list that you have created. That is, you're starting from the start and going up till the fourth index. You're not including the fourth index. Okay, and then you are having students. You want to start from the start and go up till 3, so you are having bar as your answer. Okay, are you guys able to provide? Okay, are you guys able to understand? Please do let me know. Abhishek Karupati, I never said that on the day 4 you will provide the project. What the fuck, I never said that. Don't make up anything. Okay, it's always been the case that only after day 7 I will be having the project. Okay, that is what I've always told. This time I will be having the project on the 8th, on the 9th day, because we are extending the bootcamp by 1 or 2 days as well. Okay, okay, so the next particular thing that we want to look at is the len function. We have already seen the len function working miracles on the string itself. We were able to calculate how many characters were there in the string. The same len function you can even apply on lists as well. But inside of lists, instead of counting the number of characters that are there, we'll count the number of elements that are there. For example, in this particular list that you have created, there are 11 elements that are present inside the list. Okay, there are 11 elements. So the length of this particular list will be 11. Whereas for Barry, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters present in the string. So the length of the string would be 5 right over here. Okay, so right over here, if you are going down and if you are running this particular line of code, you will be able to see 11 and 5 as your answer. Okay, we are having 11 and 5 as your answer right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. The next particular thing is the membership function. Okay, we need to understand about the membership functions as well. So what do you mean by membership? Whether you are part, or whether you are a member of a club or you are not a member of a club, as simple as that. Okay, you can be inside a club or you cannot be inside a club. That's the only two things. You need to have a membership. The same thing we can check with strings as well as for lists as well. Okay, right over here we are having a string called as hello there. Okay, this is a string, we are naming it as greeting. Okay, you want to check if her is present in greeting. Okay, is her present in greeting? Let's check. HE, so no, it's not present. LLO, no. THER, so her is present in greeting. Okay, her is present in greeting right over here. So you are having her in greeting, so yes, her is present in greeting, so that would be true. Okay, her not in greeting, is her not present in greeting? No, we just checked that her is present in greeting. Okay, her is present in greeting right over there. So yes, you will be getting the answer as false. That is, her is present in greeting, so her not in greetings is false. Okay, just like normal English, read it as normal English. Is it true or false, this particular statement? Just check that, that will be your answer. So I'm running this particular code. You are able to see that her in greeting is true, whereas her not in greeting is a false statement. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. The next we are going to check up is the students list that we had created. The same list that we have created early on as well. That is your Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, Henry, Clark, and Diana. Okay, this is the list that we created and we named it as students. Okay, so what we are checking right over here is Shape AI. Let's change it to DevTown because we have renamed ourselves. So is DevTown present in students? In the list students, is DevTown present? No, DevTown is not present in our list that is called as students. Okay, DevTown is not present in the list called as students. You have already seen that in the list there was no particular element called as DevTown out there. So DevTown is not present in list. So this is wrong. This is false. This statement is false right over here. Whereas DevTown not in students, is DevTown not present in students? Yes, DevTown is not present in students. So this particular statement is true. So if I'm running this particular lines of code, you will be able to see that false and true is the answer that we are able to get. As simple as that. Okay, very easy to understand. Are you guys able to get this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, now we will be trying to understand what do we mean by mutability. Okay, now how are lists and strings different? Okay, at one view you will be able to see that okay, lists are like contains elements inside of them, whereas strings just contain characters inside of them. That is very like easy to see. But both of them support slicing, both of them supports indexing, both of them support the in and not in operators, both of them support the length operators. Almost every single operator that we know of are being used on both of them. Okay, the most obvious difference between them is string is a sequence of characters, whereas lists elements can be of any type. Okay, it can be strings, it can be integers, it can be floats, it can be bools, anything. But a more important difference is that lists can be modified but strings can't. Okay, lists is mutable in nature, mutable and ordered, whereas strings are immutable and ordered. Okay, so that is list can be modified whereas strings can't. Let us look at that right now. We are having the students array once again. As you are able to see, if I want to change Rocky to Ben, okay, if I want to modify our list from saying that okay, at the second index we are having Rocky, I want it to be changed to Ben right over there. That is, we want to modify our list. Okay, so we can directly write okay, students 2, that is at the index 2, I want the value Ben to be present. If I'm running this particular line of code, you will be able to see that the Rocky has now been replaced by Ben. Okay, Rocky has now been replaced by Ben right over here. So it is very easy. As you are able to see, we are able to modify our list in a very easy manner. Okay, but the same thing cannot be done. So that is the reason why lists are called as mutable in nature. They can be modified. Okay, whereas the same thing cannot happen in a string. You're having a string called as student that has the value of Barry inside of it. If I try to change Barry to Berry, okay, if I want to do that, I'm trying to take up like the element present at the first index, I want it to be turned to E. If I'm trying to run this particular line of code, you will get an error saying that str object, that is string object, does not support item assignment. That is, you cannot modify a string. Okay, you cannot modify a string right over here, and that is the reason why strings are immutable in nature. Are you guys able to understand the meaning of mutable and immutable, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand the meaning behind mutable and immutable? Please do let me know. Tarang Patel, you are going pretty slow, man. You have, if you want me to repeat, just watch the video again. Okay, So that is the difference. That is, lists can be modified, but strings can't be modified. That is the reason why lists are called as mutable, whereas strings are called as immutable in nature. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, great. So let's move on to the next particular thing. Okay, so we have already seen mutable and ordered, so that is not necessary right over here. This is also done. Now, these are some of the functions that for lists that you should be familiarizing yourself with. Okay, this is very important, guys. For example, len, we have already seen that it returns how many elements that the list has. Okay, max, min, and sorted. These are the three things that we need to understand. Max will return the greatest element of the list. Okay, minimum will okay, so this is not actually important. Like, when we'll be going to, so len was the only thing that we are going to use in the bootcamp, so I don't think so the rest should be important for you guys. We can definitely ignore that. Okay, next we are going to start with tuples. Okay, next we are going to start with tuples right over here. Tuples is another useful, because lists we are not going to use it any further. Once we have learned numpy, let's become like some ancient tool that you are going to use or something like that. So from I'm planning to start numpy from tomorrow onwards, so it will be pretty easy for you to guys to understand. So tuple is another useful container. It's a data type for immutable ordered sequence of elements. Can you guys let me know one more object in Python that you have already studied about that is immutable and ordered? Can you guys let me know? Can you guys let me know one more object in Python that we know of that is immutable and ordered, guys? Dhupal, you need to focus upon the class, man. Okay, yes, the answer is strings. Strings are also immutable and ordered. Okay, now tuples are usually used to store related pieces of information. For example, right over here you store like coordinates, xyz coordinates, latitude and longitude, all these type of related information that is there that usually go together. You save them inside of tuples. Okay, right over here you want to create a like a vector. Okay, that is like your x, y, and z coordinates. Then you can create it as like name, that is vector that we are giving it as a variable name. Then in rounded brackets you can put up all the elements that you want the tuple to have. Please remember that once a tuple has been created, it cannot be modified, because again it is immutable in nature. So that is the main difference when compared to lists. Okay, lists can be changed but tuples cannot. Okay, although they both like look the exact same way, but lists are mutable in nature, whereas tuples are lists that are immutable in nature. That's the difference. Right over here you can access the elements, but it is still ordered. Okay, tuples are also ordered, so you can access the elements by using their indexes. So vector 0 will give you the first index, first element in the tuple. Vector 1 will give you the second element in the tuple. The vector 2 will give you the third element inside the tuple. So if I am running this particular line of code, you will be able to see that the x coordinate is 4, y coordinate is 5, and the z coordinate is 9 right over here. Actually, we have already seen tuple. We have already used tuple before this as well. If you remember the multiple assignment operator that we had studied right over here, the multiple assignment operator that we studied right over here, we have actually looked at tuples. This is nothing else but a tuple on both the ends. Okay, if you are putting up rounded parentheses, you are able to see that these are tuples. Okay, tuple can be represented with or without parentheses. It's not always necessary to put up the parentheses. You can ignore them as well. Parentheses are just put up so that visually you are able to see that okay, this is a tuple, but it is not compulsory. Okay, you can remove the tuples like the rounded parentheses as well. It's still tuple. Okay, right over here this is called as multiple assignment operation. Okay, where you had a tuple on the left hand side and then you had a tuple on the right hand side, and each of these elements were getting assigned to the variable on the left hand side. So we have already used tuples once even without knowing about it. Okay, so that is what I wanted to make it very clear. We will be looking at that again right now, but that was an example of a tuple, guys. Okay, So right over here, as you are able to see, okay, you are having your location is equals to 108.7. So the exact same thing that you were doing right over there. So if I'm writing this particular line of code as this, okay, you are having location comma latitude comma longitude is equals to the assignment right over here. So this is exactly the multiple assignment operation, okay, nothing else. Okay, you are having the multiple assignment operation that you are doing right over here, just in 2 lines. Okay, just in 2 lines. First of all, you're creating a variable called as location. Inside of it, you are saving the values, and then you are writing the tuple on the left hand side and assigning those like values to it. Okay, so this is called as multiple assignment operation, but these 2 lines are called as tuple unpacking. Okay, so please remember this. You are doing the exact same thing. As you're able to see, you are doing the exact same thing, but the one above is called as multiple assignment operation, but the down one is called as tuple unpacking. This is a technical difference that is there, like a vocabulary difference, and this is usually asked in like interviews as well, that could you show us an example of tuple unpacking and could you show us an example of multiple assignment operation. Many people don't know the difference and they end up screwing their interviews. So please remember this difference. They are doing the exact same thing. There's no difference in the work that they are doing, but just that one is called as tuple unpacking and the other one is called as multiple assignment operation. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. List can contain different type of data types. Yes, it can contain different types of data types as well. Sindhu, Pushpu. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Suresh, it is written in front of you. We have already learned about a multiple assignment operation in the first class itself. So I don't think so there's anything to repeat. If you need me to repeat, that means either you have not attended the first class or you are not paying attention when I was teaching. Because at that point of time, I made it very clear that we will be revisiting this at a later point of time when we will be learning tuples. So there's nothing else to it. There's no new information that I'm providing you. I'm just using what we have already learned on the first day. Okay, great. Okay, so that is done. So that is the information that you need to know about tuples. There's nothing a lot to it, but just that particular question is very famous when it comes to like Python. If an interviewer wants to ask you a question from tuple, it will definitely be that what is, like, give me an example of tuple unpacking and multiple assignment operation, and you will definitely screw it up. So that is the one of the most important questions that will be there in your interviews related to tuples itself. The next is dictionaries and identity operators. So we'll do this tomorrow and then we'll start. So there's not a lot left. So we'll do this tomorrow and then we'll start with NumPy from tomorrow onwards. Please be on time, guys. I will share the attendance form with you guys right now. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I will create the attendance form. It will take me a minute or two. We need it for day 4. Okay, responses, everything's working. There's no problem. Send link, shorten URL, copy up, move this, Python QR. Day 4 AUG. Okay, so this is your QR code that you can go ahead, take a screenshot, pause the video, scan it, fill your attendance form. Please remember to use the exact same emails all the days. Okay, do not mess it up, otherwise you will not be able to receive your certificates, and then don't complain to me that you have not received it. Okay, please take care about it. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Please be on time and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.